Welcome everybody to the MLB Home Run Betting Challenge, or as I like to call it, the Dong Report, where I bet $1 on my favorite MLB home run bets for the day. I've been doing this for about a month now, and overall I've had a ton of success, but unfortunately we are in the midst of a little bit of a rough patch. Yesterday I gave out 6 picks on this YouTube channel. We did not get a single home run to cash yesterday, going 0-6 on the day, down 6 units. This was after 2 days ago, giving out 8 picks and only getting 1 to cash was down $2.80 2 days ago. So in the past 2 days, we are down 8.8 units. Luckily, as I mentioned, overall, we are still squarely in the green with a total profit of 35.3 units. So we're going to need a lot of rough days in a row to even get close to being in the red overall. As for today, I have 8 home run picks for you guys. If we can get all 8 to cash, the total profit on that will be up 33.6 units. And if you put those 8 into a parlay and those cash, you would have enough money essentially to buy a small island. Before I get into the 8 picks, a couple housekeeping items. Number 1, while you're here, would very much appreciate it if you could like the video, comment, let me know your thoughts, and then of course subscribe to my YouTube channel. And you can hit me up at my Twitter handle at Jedi Modi. Housekeeping item number 2, I have launched a membership option to my YouTube channel. So if you are interested in becoming a Jedi and training, I have 2 different types of membership plans. One is for $1 a month. One is for $5 a month. If you're interested, the very first link in the description of the video details what perks you get, as well as the pinned comment. Enough chatting, let's get into these picks. As I mentioned, I have 8 for you guys today. First up, in the Red Sox versus Guardians game, we are taking Tristan Casas to hit a home run. That is at plus 520 odds at FanDuel. Now, I'll admit, the first pick of the evening is admittedly pretty scary. Casas is a young outfielder for the Red Sox. He's like 23 years old, so emphasis on young. The young guy, unfortunately, he's having a rough year. No way around it. He's batting .199 on the year, and he's only hit 3 home runs total. So this is one of those situations where you need to trust the process, TTP. It's one of the highest EV plays of the day. And if you are curious about what my process is for hitting these home runs, I recently posted a video detailing my home run betting strategy. So I posted a link to that, as you can see here, which I recommend checking out. And this is, like I said, one of the highest EV plays of the day, so just got to trust it. If there's any silver lining, Casas did have a good game yesterday, going 2-4 at the plate, no home runs, but did go 2-4, and this was after not recording a hit in the previous 5 of his last 6 games. So he was in a cold streak. Maybe he can vault that 2-hit day into hitting a dong for us tonight. We will see, but that is our first pick. Next up, in the Mets versus Braves game, we are taking Francisco Lindor to hit a home run. That is at plus 575 odds at Caesars. So Lindor is a stud. Casas one's a little bit scary. Lindor is not the case. That guy's a stud, and he is in the midst of a hot streak. Now, if you look at his batting average, obviously nothing impressive there, as he's only batting .214 on the year. But he did just hit a home run last night against a stud Braves pitcher. So that is a good sign for us, the fact that he hit one last night. He also has 4 home runs in his last 10 games as well. And about 10 days ago, he went on an extreme hot streak where he hit 3 home runs in a 4-day stretch. So if he's one of those players that just gets on a roll, gets on a hot streak, I would not be surprised if he can get one to cash for us tonight, as he just went yard, as I mentioned, last night. Pitching for the Braves is Charlie Morton, who's on the mound. He's been around forever. He's having a decent year. It's amazing how long his career has lasted at like 39 years old. He's given up 6 home runs in 64 and 2/3 innings pitched, so he's not like he's infallible by any means. So great opportunity for Lindor to hit one for us tonight. Next up, in the Tigers versus Phillies game, we are once again riding with Trey Turner to hit a home run. That is at plus 560 odds at FanDuel. Now, for those of you laughing at me for going with Trey Turner, please remember that the last home run that we have hit on the Dong Report was Trey Turner 2 days ago. I said I went 1 of 8, 2 days ago. Trey Turner was the one that we got to hit. So after a rough stretch, maybe he is now our good luck charm. And that game 2 days ago, he mashed 2 absolute behemoth home runs. So the hope here is that he can break out of the slump that he had pretty much the entire season up until that point. It was the best his swing had physically looked since pretty much since the World Baseball Classic before the season started. Now, yesterday, he went 0 of 3 at the plate, so that's admittedly not great, but nobody could score yesterday. Schwarber hit a leadoff home run, or a home run in the first inning. Nobody scored the rest of the game. It was a 1-0 game for the Phillies. So it was just one of those days. Maybe Turner can vault that 2 home run game a couple days ago into a hot streak, and we'll see what happens today. Next up, I'm going to have 3 picks in this Dodgers versus Reds game. The first one being Ellie De La Cruz to hit a home run plus 500 odds at FanDuel. Once again, no surprise, this is the juiciest game of the night when it comes to home runs being hit due to the weather and the pitching matchup and being played at Reds Stadium. For our first pick in this game, we're going with the young prospect, the young stud for the Reds. He literally made his MLB debut yesterday. He was just called up yesterday. Highly rated prospect, just called up for the Reds yesterday. And he had a pretty good start to his career. His literal first at-bat, he smacked a double as his first at-bat. Now, we didn't get any home runs to cash in this game last night, but I will say 17 total runs were scored. So we had the right idea. We just had the wrong players. Hopefully, starting with De La Cruz, we can turn that around today. Feels like a great opportunity for him to get the first home run of his MLB career. Pitching for the Dodgers is Noah Syndergaard, who obviously he's going to get shelled, but he also won't last super long. Let's hope that De La Cruz can get to him twice. If he does, confident that one of those will be a home run. Next up, obviously in the same game, we have Max Muncy to hit a home run plus 285 odds at FanDuel. We've gone with Maxi a couple times. We've had some success going with him, so hopefully he can cash for us tonight. Pitching for the Reds is Brandon Williamson. He's pitched 3 times so far this year, 3 starts. He's been roughed up in all 3. I will say he's a lefty, which is a little bit scary backing Muncy because Muncy isn't nearly as good against lefties as he is against righties. But it's not like he has hit 0 home runs against lefties. He has opportunity. His chances are just a little bit lower. But the Reds get into their bullpen. Obviously, he's not going to go against a lefty every single at-bat. Muncy's got 18 home runs on the year. He's got 3 in his last 10 games, and the last one he hit was June 2nd, just a couple days ago, about 5, I guess, at this point, against the Yankees. So feels like a great time for him to break out of his mini slump and cash for us tonight. And then we have our last pick for this specific game. We have one more after this, but last pick in the Dodgers-Reds game is Freddie Freeman to hit a home run plus 400 odds at Caesars. Now, I don't think that I've gone with Freddie Freeman yet this year, which is not by choice because he's having an awesome year. For the Reds pitcher, I mentioned him, Brandon Williamson. Nobody on the Dodgers has gone against him yet, so we don't really have any historical information to get from there. But Freddie Freeman's having a phenomenal season. He's hitting .329 at the plate, and he literally just hit a home run last night. Because of how juicy this game is for weather and everything like that, weather, pitching, ballpark, all of the above, I see no reason why Freddie Freeman won't go back-to-back, cashing this home run play for us tonight. And then the last pick of the evening, we are going in the A's versus Pirates game. Andrew McCutchen to hit a home run plus 520 odds at FanDuel. So McCutchen is one of the players that we went with a couple days ago. Unfortunately, he did not cash for us. So let's hope that Kutch can turn it around for us tonight. As I mentioned in that video 2 games ago, he's a far cry from the player that he was about, 10 years ago when he was consistently batting over 300, but he's still having a respectable year. In fairness to McCutchen, 2 games ago when we did bet on him, he only recorded 1 plate appearance because he got walked 3 times. So it's not really that guy's fault that he's so good at the plate that the pitchers just want to walk him 3 times. Overall, he's got 8 home runs on the year. His last one was exactly 10 games ago, so feels like a great time for him to get another home run 10 games later. In the Athletics, as I mentioned a couple days ago and probably yesterday, have the worst bullpen in the MLB in terms of home runs given up. So if they chase the starting pitcher for the Athletics, still a great chance for Pirates hitters to hit a home run, obviously including McCutchen, which rounds out our 8th and final pick of the evening. So as I mentioned, if you are tailing any and all of these 8, comment and let me know. Other than that, remember to like the video, subscribe to my YouTube channel. If there is a player that you like to hit a home run tonight that I do not have, you can comment and let me know that as well. Hit me up at my Twitter handle, Jedi Modi. Become a Jedi in training if you are interested by clicking the link in the video. Thanks for watching and have a good one.